Hello friends and welcome in our today's session, and as you can see our today's topic is all about intellectual property. This is one of the topics that most young guys they would like to know how it works, because they have ideas that can lead to innovation which is worth millions of dollars. And in case maybe they introduce this kind of innovation on the market without registering with the relevant institution, someone like the big fish guys, they can get away with their idea, register with the relevant institution, and even lock you outside from using the idea. Now this becomes painful because if you can imagine being in that scenario, I know you know that is a painful thing to experience. Now, before we start our today's session, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Miracle Banks. I normally run this platform called CodeStar with my fellow guys, and we normally offer skills to do with tech or courses to do with technology, especially latest technology. And also we normally run this platform channel, not platform but channel, called CodeStar, where we normally talk matters to do with technology. And I hope maybe if it is your first time, you have subscribed. If you have not, just subscribe so that you can get notified when we upload a new video like this one. Now, let's get back to our today's topic, and as you can see, we have our definition here, which is intellectual property. And this intellectual property is a category of property that includes intangible creation of the human intellect. What does that mean? It means like if you have a business, you can't value a business based on the property or the asset that it has. You have to go beyond that, and this will be based on the because their business is run by the mindset of the innovator or whoever started the business, the entrepreneur, something like that. So when you want to evaluate a business or an idea, sometimes you have to go beyond this. And a good example is like Facebook, when Mark Zuckerberg was starting, it was very, very difficult to evaluate that kind of an idea. But now, as you can see, it has led to a great profit. It generates millions, billions of dollars, and that is something that you know. So that is a good example of relating to when we talk of intellectual property. So it is not a tangible thing or a physical thing, but it depends on the skills that you have to run a business, or the ideas, or we can talk of the mindset that you have to run an idea, to make a business out of an idea, something like that. Now, when you talk of impact or effect of registering with intellectual property organization, because every country has its own intellectual property organization that where is citizen they can register. And the good thing is that first of all, you'll have to incur some cost to register. Like here in Kenya, we normally incur some cost. I'll show you how much. Then there is another positive thing, which is you're going to reap your full benefits from the innovation or invention. And as I said, this will secure your idea, because in case someone gets away with your idea and start trading with it, you can sue that person in the court of law, and you can get paid the damages. Now, what are the types of intellectual property? As you can see, we have got four of them. And when we start with the first one, is trade secret, and this protects secret information. And good example is like Coca-Cola, which is one of the largest company. It has got a secret formula that they normally use to prepare these kind of drinks that you normally get. It's a global company. That is something that I think everyone knows. So that is a good example of a trade secret of type of intellectual property. The next one is trademark. And trademark is something that everyone, you normally see it on the market. When you go to buy products, you'll see how branded they are. If it is a car, if it is a computer, if it is what, something like that, they have that mark that uniquely identifies that product from which company. Now, the good example is like Apple. We normally have the smartphone, maybe that is the iPhone and tablets and so forth. You know how those gadgets, some of the marks that they normally have. The other thing is the copyright. And for example, if you're talking about the iPhone, you'll find that it's using a software like iOS. Now you have to, if it is Apple, they need to get copyright for their softwares, and this protects works of authorship. So it makes you, maybe someone cannot make use of your work without your authorization or without your knowledge. So this can apply to books, movies. I know these are things that you know, even music and so forth. The last type of intellectual property is patent, and it deals with protects functional or ornamental feature. And this can be either a gadget or maybe a hardware component or an electronic component or even new innovation that you have there. And it must be unique. It should not be similar, or it should not look similar to other existing technologies. It has to be new. And it can be a feature. It can be like, if we talk of touch screen, it can be a design, maybe if it is a mechanical or engineering, something like that, or a engineering work, something like that. Like when we talk of iPhone, how it is designed, that's something that Apple, they can take a patent for their gadgets. So I think that one you understand very well. And those are the four types of intellectual property that we have. Now the next thing is just to show you some of the images that you will see. You've got some of the images that are normally used as trademarks by several companies. I know you know most of them, like we normally have Mercedes, we have got, there is a lot, Toyota. If we talk about beer, like in Kenya, we have got Tusker, something like that. Yeah, there is a lot, and it's something that it's out there, you're familiar with. Sometimes you might find that if it's a logo, they have a mark which is either TR. TR, it means the trademark, but maybe the trademark is not registered. So the guy, it's like, means the owner of that logo means like you should not trade in that region or locality. And if you end up trading, obviously you will end up in courts of laws, and on the court of law you have to specify maybe who was the first, or maybe who is registered, something like that. The other one, it can be a copyright. Copyright, you know, the mark that is used for copyright, and in most countries you can be you can be fined because of using that one without registering. So you have to take caution when you use them. Then I would like to go to some of the institutions that we normally register these ideas. And here in Kenya, we normally have this Kenya Industrial Property Institute, and this is where you normally go and register your idea. You can get to their website and go through some of the information here. They normally have a journal. I download the journal. I'll show you how it looks like, where they normally publish all the I think it's all like the transaction they do. Then, if it is your country, it needs to register with the external or global intellectual property companies like this one. Now, this will make your citizen enjoy the world market, or the country. They can trade with the companies that trade with these registered with this type of intellectual property. So if you go to trade with those countries, now you don't need to register again. But if it is not there, you'll have to register with that country, maybe where you want to start your business in. So that is one thing you need to know. There is the local and there is the international intellectual property. Then for the document, this is the document. As you can see, these are some of the prices that they normally charge, like 3,000 for publication. Foreigner, you can see that one. This is how the document looks, and yeah, there are some publication, you can go through it. So I just downloaded it, and it's good to check, maybe if you have a new product, to check whether someone has gotten away with your with your idea. So that is it, and I hope, guys, you have learned something, and you can do more research on your own. And I hope maybe now you can decide on which types of intellectual property that you want to register. If it is a trademark or patent, now you know which is which. So thank you, guys. Maybe if you have not subscribed, again I remind you, make sure you subscribe to get me more videos like this one when I upload. So have a nice time, and see you on the next video.